Greetings everyone. In this video, we are going to install Hummingbot using a Windows machine. This will be a Docker type installation, which is the easiest method. Specifically, we will use Windows 11 and WSL2, which allows us to use an Ubuntu application inside Windows. We will also use Ubuntu 20.04 LTS version. Then, within Ubuntu Linux, we can install Docker and Hummingbot. For reference, we are following the installation steps as described in the official Hummingbot documentation. We are now visiting this documentation page. We navigate to Installation section. And then on Docker. We then scroll down, all the way, to Windows section. As starting point, by the way, we will use an easier way to run Linux with Windows. So, in the documentation page, we will start in Step 4. We will install Ubuntu Linux app using the Microsoft Store. We can open up the Microsoft Store, and then search for Ubuntu. From the result, we select the Ubuntu 20.04.4 LTS version. Then, we click the Get button. The download process may take some time depending on the speed of your internet. So, I will be back shortly after download and installation of Ubuntu is complete. Alright. We have Ubuntu Linux app installed in our Windows machine. We can click the Open button to launch the Ubuntu app on our Windows machine. Please wait for a few minutes as it continues the installation process. Then, we need to key in a username as well as a password. As usual, be reminded to always remember your password. Now, we can then proceed to install Docker and Hummingbot within Ubuntu Linux. Let us begin the Docker installation process. What follows is a series of commands that you can copy and paste in sequence. Please see these commands under Docker install commands in the YouTube description below. The first command is about removing existing Docker packages, just in case. It's always good to clean up. Then, next command is for updating and upgrading our Ubuntu system. The updating and upgrading processes will take 5 to 10 minutes to complete. So, I will be back shortly after these processes are completed. Alright. Moving on to the third command, which is for installing the necessary packages. Then, followed by the next command, which is for adding Docker's official GPG key. The fifth command is for setting up Docker repository. While in the sixth command, we are finally installing Docker. The Docker installation process will take 2 to 5 minutes to complete. So, I will be back shortly after Docker installation is completed. Alright. Moving on the seventh command, which is for starting the Docker service. While on the eighth command, which is for allowing ourselves to use Docker commands without sudo prefix. Finally, we type exit, so all changes will be picked up. We have completed the Docker installation. Up next is the Hummingbot installation using scripts, which is the easiest method. Let us begin the Hummingbot installation process. What follows is another set of commands that you can copy and paste in sequence. Please see these commands under Hummingbot installation commands in the YouTube description below. The first command is for downloading the create script, which will allow us to create a Hummingbot instance. The second command is for downloading the start script, which will enable us to start Hummingbot instance that we have created. The third command is for downloading the update script, which will be used for updating to higher version of Hummingbot. Upgrading is scheduled at every end of the month. Finally, the fourth command is for changing the permission of .sh files to enable the scripts in our system. We are now ready to create our first Hummingbot instance. Let us create our first bot by using the create script. We press enter to select the latest version. Next, we named our test as testbot. Next, we press enter to accept the default name of the folder. Then type Y for yes. Now, the downloading processes for the Docker images are started. This will take 10 to 15 minutes, since these Docker images are relatively big. So, I will be back shortly after Docker images are downloaded. Alright. Moving on. We press enter 3 times. Then we type our password twice to confirm we entered them correctly. Be sure to remember it, as you will use it every time you start your bot. Then, we also just press enter twice to confirm the config's migration. That's it. We have fully completed the installation process. We are now in Hummingbot dashboard. Congratulations! You are now one of the smart crypto traders using Hummingbot as your market making and trading toolset. As a recap, in this video we have done the following. 1. Installed Ubuntu Linux app via Microsoft Store. 2. Installed Docker. And finally 3. Installed Hummingbot. If you have encountered some issues during your installation, please ask for assistance at our Hummingbot Discord server, specifically in support channel. We will be happy to help you. And finally, as usual, please press the like button of this video and press subscribe. This will really help Hummingbot community to grow exponentially. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.